I will literally look at a side character or look at some interaction that can be overlooked, and then try to create a story out of it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition.
Who's Joe?
Who the is Joe?
Who's Joe?
Oh, that was cool. Let me pre-juice my eyes here.
Today, I am here with Beewhyan. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself?
Hi, my name is Beewhyan. I was born in the middle of nowhere, and now internet is my job. Yes. Did I do good?
Good job. Really good job.
Good? I think I did right. Yeah. That sounds about right. I'm a full-time streamer on Twitch. I play video games. We watch stupid videos together. That's pretty much all I do.
Nothing wrong with that. Can we start off this video by you showing us your war cry?
Now note, this war cry has been in my family for 20, 30 years now. All right. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. Take notes. You know, it's very fearful, you know, in the moment, you know, but I have to warm up the vocal cords for it, you know, but it works. It does work. It brings results. All right.
Got to say that I'm terrified. This is the first staring contest I've gone into that I've got a little fear.
Yeah.
I'm shaking in my custom baby seal leather boot.
So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to ask you the first question.
Okay.
We're going to count down from 5, and we will start the staring contest when you start answering the first question.
All right, you got it.
So first question is the first question we've done in every single one of our videos, is if you could do a collaboration with anybody in the world on anything, who would it be?
All right.
And we will count down now from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So for me, I would definitely, if I could choose anyone in the world, I definitely blinked. I would choose Caleb City. That is my biggest inspiration as a content creator ever. And I thoroughly enjoy him. He also probably is better at staring contests than I am, because I'm pretty sure I blinked twice, maybe.
All righty. Great answer. Great answer. I am now 27-0 in the staring contest videos.
It's because I forgot to not blink. I want a rematch.
Well, we could give it another try on the next question if you'd like.
Fine. I'm ready when you are.
One thing I noticed in your Outriders video is you talked about the humor in the storyline for Outriders. What games do you think incorporate humor and comedy the best?
The game I would say that incorporates humor and comedy the best would probably be... That's really hard. I don't know if I blinked just now. From the top of my head, it probably would be Borderlands. I definitely blinked. I would be Borderlands. Borderlands 2, I think, would be some really good comedy. It has some really good, funny side missions. Yeah, there's a mission, you literally just shoot a guy in the face. He's like, that's it. Just shoot me in the face and you get money. And then you shoot him in the face and he goes, thank you. And then he dies. It's the most hilarious thing ever.
Face! Do it! Shoot me in the face! Face, 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 face!
That sounds pretty hilarious. So now we're definitely going to say that I've won the staring contest portion.
Yeah, you're pretty solid at it. It's so hard because I'm like, all right, don't blink. But then I'm like, but I normally blink here. But I'm like, don't blink. But I blink here. Why is not blinking so hard?
Well, for my viewers that have watched before, they know at this point that I'm going to attempt to go the rest of the interview without blinking as well.
Okay. Well, all right, hold on. Let me pre-juice my eyes here, you know. All right. They're good. We're good for another 10 seconds. Let's go.
Well, you don't have to keep trying unless you want to.
Yeah.
So I went back and watched some of your VODs from your stream.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you decide to stream competitive tag?
we were we were just scrounging the internet, and we were like, hey, there's a super cool thing I saw on Twitter, on I think it was on Twitter, on Facebook, and it was competitive tag, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I started streaming it, and we just been having fun, just betting on who's gonna win. And it was just a lot of fun. And then I'm practicing to become a analyst.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
For video games, so it was just a great way to get practice, and we all laughed at the whole thing. So yeah, that's how I definitely started streaming competitive tag.
Do you think anybody could touch that Hollywood team?
Yes, actually, there's a player in the UK. His name is Carl.
Come on, an enormous jump! Slips, but he's still...
And I think he's probably one of the best ones I've seen. He's like running on poles, and I thought stuff like that was only available to do in like as a DLC in Assassin's Creed, but he's doing it just for fun as sport. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So how do you decide what you're going to do on stream?
Usually I decide by the feel of the day and kind of what's popular within my community. So one thing that's been recently more popular is like Apex Legends and watching just random YouTube videos and commentating with each other in the channel. And that's one thing I thoroughly have been enjoying a lot. So I would hang out with them and just kind of whatever brings out a lot of chat interaction. And sometimes I'll even be in my Discord and ask everybody, hey, what game is everybody feeling today? And then we'll go from there.
So before we started recording, I mentioned the Break Room and Hell of Doom skit video.
Hey, are you guys hearing any rock music? Yeah.
That being said, I love your skit videos.
Thank you.
What is the creative process like when you're deciding what you're going to do in a skit video?
It's a lot of rambling. So some of these ideas would start off of just kind of like, I will take a main concept, and let's say we're the main character or something. I will literally look at a side character or look at some interaction that can be overlooked, and then try to create a story out of it. So like one of my favorite YouTubers is Caleb City, and he made a whole YouTube video about the Venus flytrap and how the Venus flytrap was tired of eating sun and water and was like, I want food, I want to eat, I want to chew. And then he is the first fly trap to bite a bee. And like he made a whole comedic skit out of that. And like that has been kind of the base of how I like it, just making kind of these weird things that is easily overlooked and turning into like a mini story kind of thing out of it. So
far, I have you on as a guest now. I had Red Vector on as a guest in the previous video. So I guess I'm kind of running the gambit of people that were on Chasing the Crown.
Yeah.
What was the experience of being on that show like?
For me, it was a very breathtaking moment where you have a show literally validate all the work and hard progress you've made towards your own streams, and you as a content creator and a creative personality. I was born and raised in the middle of nowhere where I didn't have internet or TV or friends, because I just grew up for me, I had a bus ride from me to school was 2 hours. So I lived in the really middle of nowhere. So being on the show and like seeing everybody like, hey, Beewhyan, you're on right now, and like kind of going through the emotions on being the show, I really did love it a lot. It was one of those moments where it's like, not to say, because even when someone's grinding and they're doing well, on TV shows and stuff like that, they're always still grinding. It was like a start to a new life kind of thing where they're like, hey, you're here, show us what you're gonna do now kind of moment. And it was very breathtaking. I loved every bit of it.
My brain is blanking right now. Your mentor was Gold Glove.
Yes.
What was working with Gold Glove like?
Gold Glove, it sounds funny, but me and Gold Glove went together like two peas in a pod.
Jenny and me was like peas and carrots.
Because like I would see him on stream, I would talk to him on stream and stuff like that. We'll game sometime on the sidelines as well. And like it's really funny because we both have been playing games for a very long time. So there's a innate skill you get from just playing games for so long. And so then when you're like working with someone or you're playing games with someone who also plays games just as long, it's like this understanding of, okay, if you go left, I go right, you watch this way, I'll watch that way kind of thing. And overall, I really did love and enjoy it a lot. So working with Gold Glove was pretty funny. We definitely had quite a few trash talking sessions. I love that part. And yeah, he's actually a lot of fun to work with. Easily one of my favorite people I've ever worked with, ever.
When did you start playing saxophone?
I started playing saxophone back when in middle school, actually. Middle school, middle school. And all the way up until college, where I had a car accident and my previous sax got dented. So then fixing saxophones is very expensive because you have to go to a specialist, because with woodwind instruments, if anything's off, your whole instrument's basically useless. So I and then I got this saxophone about 3 years ago now. So I had like about 5 years off of saxophone, and I picked it up, and it was almost like it was like learning how to ride a bike again, where you're like, I already knew all this stuff. It's just now I can just do it at will. Basically, I love it.
Do you think there's room for humor in gaming or more humor in gaming? Because I noticed that you tend to inject a lot of humor into your content, and I think that's part of what makes it as engaging as it is.
I believe putting humor into gaming is everything, especially as a streamer, because the thing is, you are playing the same game as everyone else. Everyone is going to hit those 1 in a million shots, or do this crazy play, or even be better at you than the game. But the thing is, no one has your humor. Humor is a very specific thing to who you are as a person. While a competitive player, one player may do something, he'd be like, oh, that was cool. But if you do something stupid and you're like, oh, I'm so dumb, and you like joke about it, and you're like, man, that was a smooth brain moment, it makes it so chat, you can laugh at yourself and laugh at that moment while chat's laughing with you at that moment. And it's easier to relate and like someone's humor as opposed to their actual gameplay.
So if you could have any celebrity come in and be in one of your skit videos with you, who do you think it would be?
Any celebrity, one of the celebrities I looked up to the most would be probably Dave Chappelle. That's one person I grew up watching his comedy from beginning and end, watching his comedic skits. And while it's not necessarily the style I wanted to go for, but how just funny and random it was, where you could you'll watch it and then you're like, oh, it's going to go this way. And it takes a complete left turn to where you thought it was going to take. So I would definitely say Dave Chappelle would be one of my greatest inspirations and one of the greatest people I would go, pretty please. So that definitely would be mine.
So have you stayed in touch with Red Vector any since?
Yes. I actually I went and saw him before, I think probably like a month, 2 months ago now. And so, we stay in contact all the time. He tells me, get on Minecraft, and I finally got Minecraft, so now I can play games with him, so I can get beaten by him in another game now.
I've got one series of videos I plan on doing once it's safe to travel again, is I want to do a series of videos where I meet creators at their favorite restaurants. So I could do a video where I travel out to California and meet you at your favorite restaurant, or travel to Texas and meet Red at his favorite restaurant and stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds like a cool idea. I don't know where mine would be a taco truck, so.
I like tacos.
I like turtles.
I love lamp. I love lamp.
Yeah, that's great. Because guess what this truck
Nothing
sells?
wrong with that. I recently did a video where I drove 13 hours to Fort Worth, Texas, to try to meet Preston at his new Fire Cup coffee shop.
How'd that go?
It went really well.
Hey, that's what I love to hear. 13 hours.
If you viewers want to see whether or not I actually ended up meeting Preston and Bree, I will put a link right up here. and you'll just have to go watch and see if it happened.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have enough footage or enough content at this point. So I'm going to do what I've done in all the other videos at this point, and I'm going to get you to say I was not able to beat Joe in a staring contest.
I don't care how true it is. All right. I can't admit this. Okay. I can't have people admitting. I would need them at least like I was a contestant. Like I almost beat him. Like I'm pretty sure I blinked 15 times throughout the entire 2 seconds you told me not to. All right. Give me a second. Let me swallow my pride. I lost the Joe in the staring contest. Did you get that? Did you get it?
I did get that. I did. So, if you could call out anybody to sit on the other end and be in one of these staring contest videos with me, who would it be?
From the top of my brain, I'm not great under pressure.
It's perfectly fine.
See, all right, so we got Red. Okay. Ready. His name is Gabe versus Art. He's my graphic designer. He is who handles all the things from stream. He does art streams primarily, and yeah, he would definitely be the person I would say call out next.
Alrighty. So, what do you have going on? What do you have to plug? What do you have to talk about?
All right, so plug time. I've been rehearsing this. I lied. All right, I will be streaming on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and possibly Saturday, depending on how life goes. And I will be there 3 p.m. Pacific till whenever we get out. And we watch tons of things, random YouTube videos on stream, random TV shows. We watch all that stuff. And so, yeah, I would love to see you guys there during the Twitch channel streams. Also TikTok and YouTube as well, where we upload more of my comedic skit content and things of that sort there. Did I do good?
I will put you did wonderful.
Yeah.
I will put a link to your Twitch stream. Go ahead and watch him on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I will put a link to your YouTube. Go watch his Doom Break Room and Hell video because, like I said, it's absolutely hilarious. That and the, I think it was one of your most recent one, the, when your car
the car declines when you're a priest or an exorcist. Yeah.
Yes. That was hilarious. But I have now gone 24 and a half minutes without blinking. So that's going to be it for another episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition. If you haven't already liked the video, go ahead and do that. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. If you haven't already gone to Beewhyan's Twitch and followed him, go ahead and do that. If you haven't already gone to his YouTube and subscribed, do that. Do that right now. I will stop and stare at you until you do it. Beewhyan's going to stare at you too.
I'm going to attempt to. I'm not very good at staring, if I'm going to be honest here. But I'm going to try.
I think you did fine.
Yeah.
One video down here at the bottom left that I've recommended. One video down here at the bottom right that YouTube has recommended. Watch one of them. Watch both of them. Watch all of them. Watch all of Beewhyan's videos. And we will see you the next time.